organizations and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It is a Tuesday, and we're so glad you're here. We want to thank everybody that watches this show.
That's right.
Because it keeps Amanda and I with a job.
That's the reality of it. That's true.
That's right.
We do appreciate you guys watching and all of our fan support. We always get really nice letters from you guys, so we thank you very much. We've got an awesome show lined up for you, but first let's check out our weather.
Your first warning weather with meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees.
It was a cool start to Tuesday morning with temperatures below average, and that'll be a continuing trend as we head through this afternoon. Temperatures will cap out everywhere in the low 60s on Tuesday afternoon, but it is also going to be breezy, so below normal temperatures coupled with the breeze is definitely going to make it feel cool on your skin with that sharp wind coming in out of the north and northeast. Sustained wind up to 15 miles per hour expected, but we've already seen gusts on this Tuesday morning up to 20 miles per hour, so keep that in mind as you're heading out the door. Otherwise, mostly sunny by the afternoon, so it'll be a nice afternoon and into the evening, but then our temperatures overnight will drop into the mid to upper 30s everywhere across the PD and on the border belt, with a little bit of chance for some patchy frost for our far inland counties. So keep that in mind if you're heading out the door Wednesday early. You may want to allow a few extra minutes to check those windshields before you head out. I know mine, when it gets frosty, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to heat up before I can drive. Otherwise, closer to the Grand Strand, we're in the low to mid 40s for tomorrow morning, so not the chance for some patchy frost, but it'll still be cool, so you'll likely need some heavy coats as you head out the door. Our next chance for rain arrives late Saturday and into Sunday. It's not bringing a lot of rain, and behind that cold front, much colder air will move in. We're also going to see a potential storm system developing for parts of New England, so that could provide a messy commute if you are heading northward late Sunday and early on Monday. When we're looking ahead to next week, 4th of Thanksgiving work week, cooler than normal temperatures are expected. It looks like that pattern does hold strong. Our normals around this time of year in the mid 60s during the day, mid 40s overnight, so slightly below that. So nice conditions for Thanksgiving for some of you. Our rain threat looks pretty low, although we are tracking a secondary cold front by the middle part of next week, which could provide another chance for some messy weather for parts of New England. So you'll want to monitor that very closely, and of course we will too over the coming days. Otherwise, closer to home, breezy today, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s the rest of the week. We will approach the low 70s by Saturday ahead of that cold front, but behind it, Sunday, Monday, and the early part of next week, how about temperatures 10 to 15 degrees cooler than what we'll see on Saturday?
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Grand Strand Humane Society is here with our pet of the week. Kathy, who do you have?
This is Sweet Pea.
Sweet. And
she's
very sweet. She's
yes,
been lounging the whole time.
I had to force her up here. She's about 1.5 years. Don't know the breed. She looks like a Plot Hound.
Okay.
Yeah, Plot Hound is actually the state dog of North Carolina, I found out.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
pretty interesting.
how about that?
She's a really nice dog. She rides really well in the car. She's good with people, loves kids. Pretty good with other dogs. She's a really nice little girl.
Awesome. I love it. She's very cute too. She's kind of got a little wrinkly face,
Yeah,
which I
she's
really
worried.
like. Tell me a little bit about, do you have an event coming up this weekend, or is it an off week for you?
No, we do. We have our PetSmart on 544 adoption event, and then you'll hear about it later too. We have our turkey trot coming up. We're working on that. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll talk a little bit more about that next week. But you definitely need volunteers and need people to come out and sign up for that.
And we are over capacity with dogs. So we really, really need people to come out and foster or adopt our dogs.
So, and even fostering helps out. It gets them out of the shelter. Okay, thanks, Kathy.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah, wish you luck.
Stick around. We'll be right back.
I've been doing television for 45 years, and I've done a lot of different things, but let me tell you, I really love doing Carolina and Company Live. Every day it's something different. We're talking about things in the PD area, we're talking about the Grand Strand, and we're talking about North Carolina. And I've worked with a lot of people over the years, but working with Amanda is great. We really click together. If I can start talking and saying something, she'll finish it up. That's how good we work together. How much longer am I going to be working? Well, I hope Amanda and I are working together for a long time doing Carolina and Company Live.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Cecil still talking about his job.
I'm just happy to be here. You know, when you get a certain age, you know, people kind of push you off to the side.
But you know what? You're an icon.
I'm an icon?
Yeah, you're an icon in the area.
I have a job for a while.
We'll see.
Give me 5 on that, baby.
That's right, buddy. All right, let's talk about a few things. Talk about Volkswagen of Florence. Volkswagen of Florence is right over there on Coit Street in Florence. That is where my car comes from. The one I am driving is the 2017 Volkswagen Touareg. It's great for me and my 2 boys. It's got an awesome sunroof, and it's actually a moonroof. They love it. They can see the trees, the clouds, and when it rains, I think that's pretty cool too. So great family-friendly vehicles, some of the safest cars on the market. If you need something a little bit bigger, the 2018 Atlas is out. It is a 3rd-row SUV 7-seater, and it's fantastic as well. Great selection of used cars as well as new cars. Go see John and the guys right down there on Coit Street, and they will make you a deal, right?
That's right. Let's find out a little bit about today. Today is Thursday. This is November 10th, and this is Vegetarian Awareness Week.
Okay.
Okay, so be aware of it. I'm not going to be a vegetarian, but I'm aware of it. All right, go ahead.
Okay, sure. Yeah. And it is also Say Hey to Your Neighbors Day. And now we're talking about birthdays. 1956, that is Sinbad. 61 years old, became known for his role in A Different World movie's First Kid, Good Burger, House Guest, and before fame, he was in the Air Force.
1968, Tracy Morgan, he's 49 years old. Saturday Night Live, also 30 Rock. Before fame now, listen to this. He was a painter.
Oh, interesting. Like artist painter?
No, painting houses.
All right, Brandon's moving us on. I see it, Brandon. 1983, Miranda Lambert, 34 years old, country singer, won Female Vocalist of the Year honors, named Album of the Year, and Single. Automatic was named Single of the Year.
Today in history, let's go back to 1969. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Gene Autry received a gold record. The song had been released 20 years earlier, 1949.
All right, in 1980, CBS news anchor Dan Rather claimed he had been kidnapped in a cab. Turned out that Rather had refused to pay the cab fare.
I remember that. It was big news, and then he found out he just didn't want to pay the cab driver. Bad Dan. All right, here we go from the Know It All Department. All right, do you know who was on the first issue cover of Rolling Stone?
No.
You know who was on?
You guys know?
Anybody?
Take a guess.
The first one on Rolling Stone?
First issue of Rolling Stone.
Nobody knows.
No? All right.
Okay, I know.
Tell me. Yeah,
it was John Lennon.
Hey, somebody said a Beatle.
Somebody said
there
John
we go.
Lennon. That's right. The first issue. And the Beatles were on the cover the most with 30 times.
Wow.
On Rolling Stone.
Fantastic.
All right.
All
That's
right.
the Know It All Department. A little something you learned today, and guess what? If you stay tuned, you're going to learn a lot more today.
Got a lot coming up. We'll be right back.
The Myrtle Beach Seahawks are back with us again. Now that we're going to be talking today about the 3rd annual Bring Lights event. So we're going to find out about it. I'm not cure what all that's about.
That's right. John Cahill's with us, as well as Coach Dennison. She's a girls basketball coach. All right, you want to talk about the event, or I want to know about some girls basketball too. So let's talk about the event first.
I'll talk about the event. We'll let Coach Dennison talk about the girls basketball team.
Fantastic.
We're in our 3rd year. It's a collaborative effort between the Myrtle Beach High Athletic Department and the Myrtle Beach Primary, Elementary, and Intermediate School Improvement Councils. The whole premise is an inter-squad basketball scrimmage, and then we bring a lot of community agencies in. It's a free night, free concessions. We bring in guest speakers. We have former ECU quarterback Rob Cass is one of the guest speakers. Ricky Sapp, former Clemson football player, is one of the guest speakers as well, along with Cam Thomas, a youth minister from the Myrtle Beach area.
Fantastic. So this is going to be a whole evening event starting about 5 o'clock, going till 8.
It starts at 5 o'clock and should be over around 8 o'clock tomorrow night. That's free for adults and children, free concessions. We have Bojangles, Chili's, Sonic, and then also Chick-fil-A as well.
Hey, if you're hungry, you may as well just come on out, right?
It's a neat thing that y'all do to bring all this together, though.
Absolutely. You guys are always doing stuff with the community.
Yes, sir. Myrtle Beach is a very visible community, and it's a great community. We just want to bring light to show everybody what the good things that we have at Myrtle Beach High School and the Myrtle Beach feeder schools.
All right, talking about good things, let's hear about girls basketball. Because basketball season's coming. I saw a couple scrimmages this past week, and some other teams. I haven't seen Myrtle Beach yet, but you guys are always fantastic.
Yes, this Thursday on November the 16th, we have a scrimmage. We have a jamboree at Manning High School.
Okay.
Our first game is Tuesday, November the 28th. We're excited. We have some young girls that we're going to throw out there in action this year. So we're just excited about this coming season.
Is it a young team?
Yeah.
Yeah, both.
Young team, but kind of a mix this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
All right, how was last year? What was last year's season?
Last year we went 23-3.
Yeah.
Okay, well this year this is a building year for you coming up. Is that what you're
Well, we
telling me
lost
this year?
5 seniors, but we still
Yeah.
have 6 seniors returning, so
Yeah.
we should be okay this year.
Well, you'll be good. All right.
She's very cool, calm, and collected right there. She's very confident.
The
Awesome. You
jamboree-
guys always do a great job.
The
Jamboree?
Jamboree is on November the 16th at Manning High School.
At Manning High School, and that's going
Okay.
to involve a lot of the high schools around
ma'am.
playing, kind of a round robin type thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. All right.
Yes, ma'am. She said
Yes,
yes,
ma'am. That's so sweet.
All
All
right.
right, that's
We
right.
thank y'all,
Yep,
John.
bring
Appreciate it.
light to the Myrtle Beach community. That's happening tomorrow, right, John?
Tomorrow night at Myrtle Beach High School, starting at 5 o'clock.
Go out, get some good
All right.
food, and have a
We
great time.
Appreciate it. All right, we
Thanks
got a
for
lot
being
more
with us.
coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Carolina and Company Live, Coastal Montessori Charter School down in Pawleys Island. Their open enrollment is underway. We're going to find out exactly what that means.
That's right. Natalie's with us. All right, let's talk about enrollment, when it all gets underway, and what do they have to do?
Well, open enrollment began October 1st and it runs through December 15th. So all you need to do is fill out an application and get it to us. You can bring it in person, you can fax it, scan it, email, whichever way is convenient for you. But we will be collecting applications until December 15th, and we will be going into a lottery this year in January. So
you're
do
gonna
get your
drawn-
application
You have to
in
get
time.
drawn for the school.
Correct.
Oh, that's good.
Because it is a charter school,
So
it is
many-
a free, technically charter public education, but it
Yes.
is Montessori based here. You guys have to do a lottery in
Yes.
order to make it fair for everyone.
Absolutely.
Because everyone wants to go, definitely.
Well, that is our hope. We are hoping to offer something different at our school. So Montessori has 2 main pillars. We have discovery learning and the development of independence. So the classrooms are multi-age. They have a teacher as a facilitator and a teaching assistant in each of our elementary classrooms. And then we added middle school. So that is an exciting addition to our program as well.
All right, so how many students will you have this year?
We serve 246 students, but at capacity it'll be 264. So we have room for growth in our middle school program.
Very cool. And definitely a great education. Both of my boys are in Montessori, and guess what?
What?
I'm a product of Montessori. See, you knew I was a good co-host, right?
Whoa, unbelievable.
I am. So definitely a great opportunity to get your children in and just discover a different way of learning. I really encourage people to explore Montessori a little bit. When was
Please.
Montessori started?
Well, Montessori, this school started in 2012, but Montessori has been around for over 100 years. So 1907 was Dr. Maria Montessori's first laboratory school in a tenement housing project in Rome. And she is a medical doctor by trade. So she came at Montessori and education in a different way. She did it alongside the child. So she developed materials and watched how the kids used them and made sure that they made sense for the child, because that's who she was serving.
So it's a long history of school. It's
Absolutely.
A long. Wow.
And it's very interesting.
amazing.
Definitely, even if you don't have children, definitely go research it, because
That's
I'm
right.
telling you, it's one of the best.
And please come in to observe. We do
Yes.
have observation times as well.
Very cool.
Product of this school. I'm a product of the public school. That's what's wrong, I think.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back, everybody.
Did you go through your closet this morning?
Yes, I did. My wife did too, and we got some coats for you.
That's right, and I've got some coats as well. Didn't have to pull them together this morning, but I will bring them to you, I promise. We are talking about Coast RTA's Coat Drive for Kids. It is underway. I've got Erica with me here.
Hey, we are so excited. This is our 12th year for our Coats for Kids. Each year, Coast RTA wants to give back to the community. So what we do is we have collection sites set out through the community, collecting both new and gentle use items, mainly coats, mittens, gloves, hats, blankets, socks, things like that. And
Things to keep you warm.
Things to keep you warm, absolutely.
All right.
Well, this helps a lot of, a lot of families, they can't afford all of this, and this is a
Right.
great thing to help them.
It is for families in need, yes.
And so are there multiple drop-off locations or just Coast? How does this work?
Yeah, there are. We have the Goodwill locations throughout Horry County. We also have the City of Myrtle Beach have their at the city services at the City Hall. at the Law Enforcement Center in Myrtle Beach, and also the Myrtle Beach Chamber of Commerce.
Great.
If you're up in the North Myrtle Beach area, there is Today's Harvest Church, which is near the jetport there, and also at Myrtle Hill Missionary Baptist Church in Long, South Carolina.
All of those are on your website. All of those are there. You can see all the drop-off locations.
Yep,
How many
there's the
coats do you?
website. There's
How
the
many?
website.
How many coats in the past have you guys collected? Like
wow,
items?
probably a total of, each year we probably average anywhere between 900 to 1,200.
That's
fantastic. That is
items.
great.
It is.
That is great.
And
Now, there's a drop-off also at RT at the office.
at
too.
the office there, yeah.
Okay,
at
that's
14.
in Conway.
Yes, downtown Conway, 3rd Avenue, 1418.
All right, now when does this finalize? When's the last collection?
The last collection date is on November the 29th.
So we got a few more days, right? to
We
make
do.
sure they get out and get some coats.
Now, if somebody's watching this and they need a coat, their kids need coats. How can they come to receive a coat? How does that work?
On December the 9th, our distribution distribution time is from 12 noon until 2 p.m. So all they have to do is just show up. They can have their kids with them. If not, we will allow them to get up to 3 items if their kids are not with them.
Sure.
All right, now that's in Conway.
That's
where
in
you're talking
Conway.
about at the main office
Right.
over there. Okay,
Yes.
well, I'm telling you, my wife sent some clothes and you talk about gently used. I don't know if she's
These
ever
look
worn
brand
that.
new.
I don't know if
I
she's
know.
ever
Have you
worn that.
worn?
I don't know. I've worn mine a couple of times,
A couple
maybe.
times.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah,
Look at these
this
coats.
is nice.
I love it. Cecil,
Yeah,
that was
similar-
probably really pretty on you, huh?
But hey,
That'll make a couple
we hope
of
everybody's going to do something because
Absolutely.
at Christmas time, near the time period when these people are needing something to stay warm, this is a great time to make some donations.
And not only that, the temperature dropping, nobody wants to be cold.
It is.
You know,
Yeah,
nobody deserves to be
absolutely.
cold, especially children.
Right, right.
All right.
We thank
Erica,
you for
thanks
being
for
My
being-
pleasure.
And thanks for everything you
got
do.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
All right. We got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Live TV, you never know. All right, coming up Thanksgiving morning, a 5K and an 8K. It is the Turkey Trot. Way to burn some calories before you eat Thanksgiving.
You got it right. It's taking place out at Market Common. And Dawn's here with us again. She was here the other week to talk about the Krispy Kreme. Now we're talking about the Turkey Trot.
That's
Yes.
right. You're running all over the place, aren't
all
you?
over the place, yes. So not only is Thanksgiving, people like to eat, but it's actually the most popular running day to do a race.
I did not know that.
Well,
really?
I figured you didn't, so I wanted to make sure you knew.
I missed those races. I missed those.
Okay, you're always invited to our races, okay?
Well, people are off work. It's
Yes.
a perfect opportunity.
Yep.
Family is in town.
Exactly.
It's kind of the perfect, combination right there. And the proceeds of this are going to benefit who?
The Grand Strand Humane Society, and they were just on earlier
They
in the
were.
show. So yeah,
That's right.
That's the official charity. So let me tell you about this race because it's very interesting that you say families in town. There's over 1,200 runners at just this Market Common race, representing 35 different countries. Age range 5 to 75. So we have a 5K, a 8K, or you can do the tot trot. You could come do the tot trot. It's not very
I
far.
could do that. I could trot, maybe.
It's not that far, she said. Well, he wouldn't even eat the whole donut last week. But yeah, so the proceeds are going to benefit the Grand Strand Humane Society. The race starts at 8 a.m., so you can still sleep in a little bit, and you still have time to do the race and then go
Get back
cook.
and eat.
Yeah, get back and eat, and you don't feel bad about all that you
She
eat.
said cook. You said eat.
Eat. I said
We
eat.
see the
yeah.
priorities, but
Yes,
But
definitely.
and it's a great thing to be able to just get up and do, and it's probably going to be a really nice, crisp morning.
Oh
too.
yes, it's usually pretty chilly,
Awesome.
and nothing better than to run through Market Common, the historic Air Force Base, and this is the largest race, locally owned race in Myrtle Beach. This Turkey Trot. Festival Promotions is the owner of the race, and I'm just here on their behalf to.
All right. Do you know what they raised last year? Do you know how much they raised?
No, I do not know what they raised last year.
All right. What does it cost to participate?
So the 5K and 8K, I believe they're about $30 or $40. But today we have a discount code, Carolina 5. So Carolina and the number 5. You can save $5 off registration.
Awesome.
So you can register online through next Wednesday, and then we're going to have packet pickup at Black Dog Running Company 4 to 7 Wednesday night, and
That's
then
right there over
race
Market
morning.
Common as you're coming
right
in.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So,
Thank you.
Very excited. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. Stick around. We'll be back. Hey, welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, tomorrow we are on the road.
That's right. We're going to Laurinburg. All kind of interesting things coming up there. We always find so much to do in Laurinburg and Scotland County. And there are a lot of good people up there.
There sure
really
are. And you know what? A lot of history as well, and some good food. We always find, General MacArthur's.
Oh, man,
it's one of our favorite stops. If you haven't, you need to take a little trip from the beach. Go up to Laurinburg for that restaurant.
You got to do it.
It is fantastic. Hope you guys have a great afternoon. And what are you going to do this afternoon?
Hey, I'm going to take a nap. You never know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow on the road up in the Laurinburg area.
Have a great afternoon. See y'all later.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.